Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're playing the big green jelly bean. It's Omnath, Locus of the Royal. Not the four-color Omnath, Locus of Creation that you may have expected. This is one that came out much earlier in arena, in M20, long ago, but it's a very fun landfall ramp commander, which a lot of people take to also play as elemental tribal, since when it enters the battlefield it does damage equal to the elementals that you control to any target. However, the deck actually lends itself very well to the kind of rampy control strategy that you might see in something like Tatyova, a landfall land matter strategy, because once you have 8 or more lands on the field, every land that enters the battlefield draws a card. Every Fable's Passage type effect, where you sack a land to get another land, also draws you 2 cards, and it grows Omnath into the biggest freaking jelly bean you've ever seen. So Omnath is actually well suited, because of its colors here, to playing a game that is very simic. You counter a few things, you bounce a few things, you ramp a little bit, maybe you cast the occasional lightning bolt to kill something, or the burn down the house to wipe the board, and then when you get up to enough mana, you start drawing a ton of cards, creating a ton of battlefield presence. And what do we do with all that mana? Well, you can take extra turns. We've got Alchemist Gambit as a sneaky extra turn spell in here, along with the usual suspects of Time Warp and Karn's Temporal Sundering. We also, because we end up in a lot of blue matchups, end up with a lot of cards that can't be countered that they don't expect, like Commence the Endgame and Chandra, Awaken Inferno, whose -3 doesn't damage Omnath, by the way, because it's an elemental. So we have some commander synergy. But we also just have some big boom booms, some explosive and powerful cards that do a ton of damage. Star of Extinction being one of my favorites, an absolute pile of decimation going over the top of the opponent. But we also run cards like Titan of Industry, which with a shield counter can survive the star, and Coma Cosmos Serpent, which can also gain indestructible, and Magma Opus. So Genesis Ultimatum is the ultimate Temur coup de grace as well, so that's a very, very fun one to play. So it's a lot of what you like about other decks, but with a lot of explosive power at the top that is much better than you expect. I think you'll be impressed with this one. Let's dive in. Let the Omnath nonsense begin. All right, our opponent goes first. They are playing the Moon Dancer, which is usually an aggro life gain commander, and this hand is not set up to battle with an aggro life gain strategy at all. All of these cards are basically dead or bad against them. So we'll take the mulligan, and now we have removal, so that's a keep. We are missing probably green. We're very likely to name red here. Okay, that gets red. In that case, yeah, let's go get... How do we want to do this? I think we'll go get green and then name red with the bluff. So we get green, we play blue next turn, we play Growth Spiral, we name red. And hopefully we're not too far behind for our burn spells to kill the commander, as the opponent's coming out with the Signet in the Cleric class. I mean, unless they have the Mana Tithe, we shouldn't be too worried about Growth Spiraling on their turn. We might even draw a red source here. An untapped red source. Okay, wash away. Guess I should have done that in response, huh? This is looking more and more like a burn down the house situation, though. We can also just run out our Omnath and kill their speaker. It's really good. Usually you don't want to come out with Omnath this quickly. But when you get an important hit like Speaker of the Heavens, let's go for it. Yeah! So one jelly bean and they fold. Soft. We're up against Netheroy? Sorry, Netheroy, Apex of Death, an Abzan graveyard commander. Wash away should be really good. Mystical Dispute, not so much, but the hand has wash away, so you keep it. And you don't ask questions. Elvish Mystic. Well, that's a little bit of ramp for us if we want it. We probably do play removal spells. It might be better to play the tapped land. Make him have it. Scoot. Okay. Scoot, huh? I don't have an immediate solution, but I do have a few turns before that thing becomes a problem. Wait, I do have a solution. It's in my command zone. Man, Omnath. Removal on a stick. Let's go. Of course, they can get that back later, but no land drop for the opponent. That's really bad for them. All right, Omnath. Let's get buff. Give the opponent the business. Okay, nothing. Just pass and turn. All right. Control strategy starts to sink in. Cavalier of Night. Away with you. To scurry. I think I'm going to wait for a shuffle effect or a chance to scry away some cards for this brainstorm. What do we need? We need 2 red and 3 blue. All right. Growing and growing. We might be Magma Opus into Genesis Ultimatum here. But let's wait and see what they do. Gonti. They can pay the one with the Elvish Mystic. All right. Brainstorm. We do have the red, so we don't have to make the treasure. All right. Red. Counter. Gonti, of course, can block. Genesis Ultimatum. Let's go. That's going to start drawing some cards. Let's start putting counters on the Florahedron since the Omnath may die. And, oh, that's a good card. How about it? And what do we discard? I guess it doesn't matter a lot. And hold back because of Gonti and discard to hand size. My gosh. Right now, all of these are pretty amazing. I guess I'll discard the land, since we still have one as Balaged Recovery and 2 land drops in Harrow. Went with an Oracle. They have a Ravenous Chupacabra on top. They pass the turn. Oh, jeez. This isn't even fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough for the time warp into the Seagate here. But one thing at a time. Oh, goodness gracious. Is that a Titan of Industry? Keep it coming. This is gonna get really stupid. So if you are the type who gets tilted by extra turns, please look away. Don't look at the screen. It's gonna get nasty. Oh my goodness. 1 card becomes 2 here. Restoration. Ugh. Oh god. Oh god, why are we still here? Extra turn. Attack. Gonti block. Now the Omnath can start attacking at will. Could have also just waited and bounced with the Karn's Temporal Sundering. It's fine. This is fine. We Rever's Rebuke them. We play another land. We ramp a few more times. We grow this to a 10-10. We attack them twice. It's over. Absolutely over. All right. We are up against the Sadistic Pilgrim. Yes. Usually aggressive, life-gainy, kind of grow your creatures. This hand would be really good on the play. On the draw, I just don't know if it's good enough. Like, what are we lapsing on turn 3 after their commander comes down? Maybe it's one of their big hitters because the card isn't that great on its own. All right, I'll keep it. The mana's good. That's usually what you need. Yeah, if we go joint exploration into Omnath into Chandra, we should be able to maintain against this type of deck without a spot removal spell early. Then we'll follow it up with Nezal, the Primal Tide, and Nom Nom Nom. Oh gosh. Whenever another cleric enters the battlefield, gain a life. Whenever you gain a life, +1/+1 counter. Ugh! Okay. So do we memory lapse, or do we play the Leafkin Druid into Omnath, which can kill the Ilk Core but leaves us against like a 3/3 cleric? I think we ramp. Voice of the Blessed. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. This is bad. This is very bad. I can't kill either one of those. I guess I can counter their next play, right? That's what I have to do. And then the other 2 mana goes to the joint exploration. No, I only have 1 blue. Oh, this is awkward. All right, tapped, go. If we counter the thing that would enter the battlefield and gain them life, then we're doing okay. But if they hit their land drop and have 2 of those, we're just wrecked. All right, command. You got another cleric? Oh, God. That's not a cleric, though, right? It's just a zombie. Okay, cool. We kind of escape there with not the worst possible outcome. We get to kill Jadar, although I'd much rather kill one of these others. Play this, put a counter here. Now we have to top a land. Rankle? Oh, come on. Too much power. What do we get rid of? I mean, I guess it has to be the Omnath, because they're going to make a sacrifice for sure, right? And draw. Okay. Well, we got the land. All right. Oh my gosh. And these stayed 3/3s. Oh my gosh. Chandra, save me. I can't believe these stayed 3/3s. I thought for sure they'd be too big by now. Yes! Oh, that was scarier than it probably... It looks like I just won easily, but that was scary. I thought for sure those would be 4/4s by now, and I'd be just... Chandra would just be buried. We go first, and our mana is good. We're up against Rada of Urborg, so a Legends Matter commander. We have a Nezahal in the opener again. We'll give it a try. Obviously, the 4 mana plays are pretty good. Hopefully, Negate catches something early. All runs Epiphany. We'll go ahead and set that up. A little foretell action. Undead Augur. Whenever a zombie dies, draw a card. Okay. This is an interesting lightning bolt. We could bolt their Augur, or we could bolt their commander, which is a pretty hard card to remove because of the ward too. Then there's Jadar here. Oof. What do we kill? We really need to draw a land next turn regardless. I think I'll just go after the Augur. Looks like a zombie? Possibly a zombie tribal black-white deck? Tap land. Okay, really need to hit something with this negate when it's doing a good job playing creatures. You know they're afraid of a counter spell, so maybe they'll play around it. Okay. And that draws them a card, right? Or no, second time the ability resolves, not the second creature. Okay. Let's just Omnath them. The Rumor Gatherer is a good creature, but has 1 toughness. And Omnath loves 1 toughness. When in doubt, go blue. Oh wait, I can't. Shut down. Yep, now they get Rada Drabic. So whenever a legendary creature dies, it comes back as a 2/2 zombie. That's not legendary. And other zombies get vigilance. Okay. So I'll just block this one, since this would come back from the graveyard. Probably what they want me to do. Demolition Field. Yeah, we're about to landfall all over the place. Don't tap the field. Turtle. Let's go. I guess we can hold it up because we have negate, right? Adeline. Okay, so some legends thrown in with some zombie synergy. Bounty Agent. That's obnoxious. I can kill the Omnath. But I think we're going to be more obnoxious next turn. We've got an All-Run's Epiphany coming up. I guess we wait till end step just in case they have a sorcery speed 1 mana play here. Demolition Field. Take out the castle. Get the landfall trigger. Spell Pierce off the top. I guess they have a good block on the Cultivator. Let's send in the Omnath. See how the opponent wants to play it. They take it. Hold. You want to do it again? Too bad I don't have the land, though. The land would have been the coup de grace. So, Naturalize doesn't do anything. Plummet doesn't do anything. Weird to see you line up the shot doing nothing. But here we are. Let's try drawing a card. Explore. Okay. Let's try Eureka Moment. Any lands? Paging lands? Okay, we got one. To the battlefield. I'll draw. Now we're cooking. That'll draw. The Sundering. Okay. Now we're really cooking. Give them the business. They are going to kill Omnath with that Bounty Agent. That's frustrating. Can I stop that in any way with 0 mana? No. Not how it works. We're at 21. Trying to decide if I attack them with birds. Nah. You get an Adeline block here that's virtually free because Adeline comes back as a 2/2. All right, solve. What would we solve for? The ultimatum? Ultimatum's fun. Sundering, if we get a legendary out next turn, is good, but we should probably have a better plan. We probably just have to replay this Omnath, though. And that's going to be 6. So 3 left over. It's not a lot to do much with. Still, let's use it. We'll go get, like, River's Rebuke. So that if they spend their turn on killing Omnath and attacking me, we send them back to the Stone Age. Okay, they're still playing out. Sometimes you question what else you can do. That's a very gentle baby attack. Okay. All right, Bounty Agent, you gonna hit the Omnath? I guess it is instant speed, huh? But they're letting me have this card draw. They're letting me have this Sundering. Yeah, punished for trying to be too cute with the Bounty Agent. Nice. Got him. Kenrith. We go against Kenrith the Returned King, a battle of big mana, multicolored commanders. Yes. Good mana here with ramp. We'll keep it. Gotta go get green to set up explore. Yep, definitely opponent's turn to ramp. And they did not disappoint. Our turn to ramp. We'll keep up our side of the bargain. This is how Historic Brawl is played. Signet? Do we want to naturalize the Signet and de-ramp them when they have this much ramp going on? I suppose we do. Because we need to buy time to catch up. They have more ramp than we do. That said, they still might hit us with a Kenrith this turn. No, they're going to cast Moldrifter and draw 2. Okay, it's a fun card to get back from the graveyard with Kenrith. And they have the World Tree for the mana fix. We just have a nice, pretty tame Omnath play here. And we'll see if they can remove Omnath. We have some uncounterable top end if they run counter spells. Unclear if they're going to be that kind of Kenrith. Okay. Seems a little early for an extra turn. We'll see what they get out of it. I'd have probably played my Kenrith first. But I guess they're playing around Kenrith removal. Grazer, sure. They're ramping it all out there. Right now, our only Kenrith removal is Chandra. They foretell Alrund's Epiphany, because what else would they play? But they snapped off the last one. Ooh, Sundering? It can be countered if they have counter spells. And I just kind of said it was early for their extra turn. I think we just play a land and pass. We block with their Grazer. Okay. We've got Commence the Endgame. Uncounterable play. A Doomscar. Okay. That was the foretold card. Doesn't bother me too much, to be honest. But yeah, so they're taking the strategy of ramp, make 1,000,000 mana, and then Kenrith. So yeah, you get a ton of value out of the card. I think we can match that value. All right, make a 6/6. Too bad this doesn't kill the Druid. I think that's okay. Maybe we don't play Omnath here. Maybe we want to wait till Omnath is drawing cards again. But I really do want it out there for the Temporal Sundering. Right now, Kenrith can get back a Moldrifter. That's not very terrifying. They take the 6. I do want to hold the Chandra to kill the Kenrith, or at least clear the board in some way. Maybe I'm supposed to try to draw into a counter spell. They have the World Tree. We could hit that with the field. Yeah. Let's take it easy here. They might be afraid to even try to play Kenrith. Never mind. Eureka moment, no counter spells. All right, Kenny. We're going to wait till they go into combat to blow up their World Tree. And at least make things awkward for them. Make them use mana now on an effect that they want. Yeah, they're going to put a counter on the Druid. This makes the Druid tap for 3. Which is pretty cool. And they're going to use it to reanimate Moldrifter, I'm guessing. It's a bit of a flood. We've got a flooding problem going on. How are we going to get through all this crap? No attacks. It's kind of weird. This deals 1. Should probably get it down and start getting to work. We do need to draw some interaction that actually gets something done. Instead, it's just land. Well, let's see what happens in a turn cycle against Kenrith here. It probably won't be good. They have a ton of mana. But if we get to untap and do Sundering, and we're drawing cards with Omnath, I think we can get back in this. We do need them to give us a little bit of a break, though. That is not what I had in mind. I guess they're going to lose their Incubation Druid. They're going to name even, actually, so I can't even do the Sokenzen. Good card. Very good card. Yeah, they're living their best life. Do they have green mana open, though? Yeah, they do. So they can make Kenrith too big for Chandra. Yeah, this is a disaster. Make them keep having answers, I suppose. We have to keep card draw going. If all we're going to draw is land, we have to draw cards from it. That is a card we can cast, but it doesn't help us. Now they're starting to draw cards. All right, can they kill me? Not blocking. I can't win if I block. No reason to give trample or haste when I'm not blocking. But, I mean, okay, 10. $11. They definitely have enough. All right, enough is enough. Yeah, I just flooded way too hard. Kind of stuck with like these 3/6 drops. Could have played them differently, but really expected to draw better than we did. We're up against Davriel, Soul Broker, Mono Black Deals. Weird commander. Not sure if our hand is good against it or not, to be honest. This is a weird hand that goes turn 2 into the north or a braid. I'll try it. After flooding, I think keeping a 5-spell hand feels really good. Star of Extinction. All right, it did nothing, so we can into the north for our blue source. Ah, my voice. Look away if you don't like noises. Ugh. Many of you have never heard me cough. I'm professional like that. Need to break it up a bit today. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, I think I'll get another turn to deal with that. Let's ramp past it. Let's get another blue and another green. I guess line up the shot is the 1 mana play here. No dual lands yet. All right. Dav. Let's see what kind of a deal they get. Draw 3 cards in exchange for you lose 6 life. Good deal. That's busted. They will have to discard, though. And they attack. I'll line up a shot. Just draw a card. What do you know? A land. I think we'll just set up the Star of Extinction. So what do we do this turn? Play the turtle? Turtle's pretty good. Get our 3rd blue in case we draw the ultimatum. Then I'm gonna foretell you. I'm gonna put you out and I'm not gonna sack you, because the idea is you want to play Omnath and then you want to play the sack lands and draw cards right away. Eldest Reborn. Rude, but I get it. Davriel gonna make another deal? Nope.
Don't even think about it.
No attack. Coward. Interesting turn. So a few ways that we could do this. I think that Omnath is going to die. It's mono black, so they have a bunch of removal. I think that we play Omnath here, poke the Davriel so it doesn't ultimate next turn. We draw 3 cards, 1 from Passage, 2 from the Theater. Then we play the Epiphany next turn. We can probably kill the Davriel, or we play the Star of Extinction. Guess this will be another red. And another red off the top. Guess this should be a blue. That way we have wash away. Field of Ruin. Yep, let's hold. Opponent makes us discard with Eldest Reborn. This mountain can go. Ox Amber, you got it. More offers, more conditions. What do they come up with this time? And does it keep me from taking extra turns? Probably not. So they're going to try to get it back with the Eldest Reborn. Hey, I didn't get to see that. Creatures you control get +2/+0. Okay. Invoke Despair? Nah. Seems good. Let's stop it. They do have Menace on that Witch. They should probably attack me. They're at a much lower life total. What a coward. They're either afraid of me or they over-respect me. One of the two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Field of Ruin. Draw. Let's see. How many turns can we get here? I see 1. It'd be great if I could cheat out the key somehow, but I don't think I can get that into play this turn. All right, let's explore. I think that's better than using the Field of Ruin. Broken Bond, huh? Oh no, the pests! Oh, a double block. That's a weird choice considering this option that I have. But it does keep me from taking my extra turn. We'll see if they were ready for that, if this is like a bait. Okay, we get a Rockfall Veil. Those critters go. Few more options here, like Risen Reef into Leafkin Druid, but I think I'll use this Broken Bond while I can and leave their Davriel stranded. We got another land off the top. Now we play the Key to the Archive, and the opponent, with their strategy of getting back their Planeswalker for free, absolutely thwarted, and their creatures thrown away into the abyss, will run away with their tail between their legs. All the sack lands in one hand against Yorion on the draw. Having all tap lands is so terrible. I want to keep it because it's funny to have all these lands in one hand, but I don't think I should. Better. Way better. Just having a wash away in your deck and having the chance to hit it against a deck like Yorion is so huge. That said, I think I'm going turn 1 Jwari, turn 2 Den, turn 3 Forest or Coast. Gotta hit all the land drops here. This Genesis Ultimatum needs to happen. Nothing from Yorion so far. Oh wait, that was a priority check. I see you. Let's get that off the field. That's a good draw. No Yorion next turn. Let's rejuvenate. Every time. How? How? Thassa is gross. All right, well, my 3-mana 1/1 going to work here. And then we can hold mana up and use Eureka Moment. It's pretty good. Guess we may as well have a... No, if we have double blue out, we can wash away something that's not a commander, potentially. But yep, no Yorion, so it must be a lot of reactive spells. Let's see if they do anything about the moment. Let this ability pass, just in case they can flash something in. Nightclub Bouncer is a card now that is really good in Yorion. Okay. Interesting. I have a feeling they'll have a counter for this. But it won't be Wash Away. And it's weird that they used Wash Away there, so they might have like Tail's End, but let's make them have it. No? Huh. Very weird. Yorion, you're supposed to play things to blink. I don't know if anybody showed you the deck before. Touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. Be back. Be back. It's fine. They'd be blinking this Rejuvenator if they could, right? I wouldn't recommend it. Known to fail. All right, just one land for the turn, unfortunately, but we are protected from a Yorion, that's for sure. An opponent with nothing going on. Save the Demolition Field. It can be card draw later. Although it doesn't set up the ultimatum. What does? I guess another green source here and another red source. Another red source also lets us use Den. We don't want to run out the Omnath into what's probably counter magic and removal. We can be patient. We're a very good long game deck ourselves. Narset. This is a good Tail's End target, although I love using Tail's End on Yorion triggers. This also keeps Counterspell as a backup if they fight a war with us here. Okay. Soul Herder. Combined with a Thassa? Does that do anything? I think I can kill this with Omnath. Especially if they're going to tap out for it. Wish I drew a land. Wish I drew a land, but oh well. This will leave blue open. Let's do it. Zap. Yori! No. Nope. 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 All right, gotta draw land. Well, we can always Demolition Field for it. Fading Hope. Okay, hand. Sure. Trying to slow me down, I guess. Burn down the house. Think you just come back with Demolition Field open. We need blue to cast the ultimatum. All right. Yorion? Nope. Ow. All right. Well, we were a land away from the big happies, but opponent says 9 mana is too much for Yorion. I'm telling you, Yorion is a bargain at any price. So we're up against Rial the Everwise, usually a cycling deck, and we have his Kanta, which I think makes this a keep. But they also run counter spells, so these big cards might be hard to resolve. I still want to play his Kanta, one of my all-time favorite weaknesses. A card I just, man, I have trouble getting rid of any hand with his Kanta. Really one of the first cards I loved on Arena. It was in the very first set released on Arena, even in the closed beta, Ixalan. And just all I wanted to do was activate Search for Azcanta. Good to draw a Swan Song. We're probably going to have to fight a counter war or two. I'm going to keep land. Pretty much any time I can, I'm going to keep land in this matchup. Do they go for their commander? Nope, they respect the open mana. You are a failure, and I should keep you. For sure, I should. But you're a failure. So you go in the bin. That's right. It's only a matter of time until the opponent runs their commander out anyway and finds out I have nothing. They may have just found out. Goblin Electromancer. Ooh, well, I already have a Swan Song, so I don't think I need a miscast. Eureka Moment, sure. Going on 2. Need another elemental so this Omnath can pick off this Electromancer, but let the staring continue. My plan is to resolve the Eureka Moment, and then maybe I can rebuke or ultimatum if they go for their commander. Opponent's thinking there's no way they have nothing, so they go for Vadric the Astral Archmage, which is definitely something. Before that resolves and they get the cost reduction, let's go for the Eureka Moment. That resolves. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay. They're scary. Bin that one. Got enough. They are definitely scary, and I'm really tempted to go for a rebuke here. Let's go. Maybe they'll let that resolve. Just play their stuff back out against 1 mana. I might save my counter spell for a future war. Yep, they do. It's just too much cost reduction. It's a huge mana advantage. They play out Vadric. What do we get? Tail's End. Wish I had that before the Vadric resolved. How's the graveyard? 6. We can transform this as Kanta. But we have to get rid of this Tail's End, which I think is worth it. We're fighting a war of mana here, guys. A war of mana. I think they'll counter this. Will they counter it twice? Maybe we should just use his Kanta. Yeah, let's try our commander. We don't want to flip Day Knight because it makes Vadric stronger. But if our commander comes down and then we use as Kanta, maybe we can find ways to pick off these little rascals. There we go. There we go. Don't want to overcommit to a big play just to get blown out. Not at this phase. It's too close. The Horn. So they can exile a card from their hand. Reveal 2 cards. They may play them this turn. Let's try tapping them out. You know they'll be afraid to tap out. And if they do, they get ultimatumed. Oh, they're gonna do it. Okay, you got your Horn. But they are all tapped out. We need a big turn. Our hand can deliver one. For sure. Brainstorm. Alright, let's brainstorm first. We want to get all these lands into play. You see that stick? probably means Pact of Negation. So Genesis Ultimatum, permanent cards. So Chandra and a land for sure. Does this leave a blue? It does. Resolves. No Pact of Negation. Let's go. Still can't deal with the horn though. Come on, horn, answer. Answer for horn. Please. A braid. A braid, a braid, a braid. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Land. You can't cast the Sundering, right? I think I'm short of mana. Now we have our own Pact of Negation. Perfect. Roast this.
Glad I could help with your not being on fire problem.
Remove this. Oh, they're using it now? Is this... You may play those this turn. That won't help them. Unless they actually hit Pact, but I'm ready for that too. I guess we hold up joint exploration. Raw! And end turn discarding nothing. Reliquary Tower. Experimental Overload, getting back nothing, just making a 0/0. Claps for the opponent. That play was an option, and that is something you can do. All right, we've got a Simic looking hand against Rusko. We have Negate. We have Ramp. I don't know if this hand is great against Rusko, though. And they're on the play. Let's try again. Yeah, we got a Tail's End now. Okay. This can be green. We're ready to at least fight them. But Rusko is a troublesome clockmaker for sure. Makes me want the Brotherhood's End in this deck. Just blow up all the clocks. Nezahal might be good if we get there. Haven't had a Nezi type game yet. Yep, of course they have the ramp card. We have Brainstorm to hide the Tail's End if they go for hand disruption, which is really nice. No! Cease the clock making immediately. Clocks are now contraband. Power 9 in the deck, please. Maybe I'll just get lucky and rip them with the Brainstorm. Five mana, what you got? Paradox Engine, just run it out there. That is a play. That is a play. Do we run out our commander? Maybe. We could also try to brainstorm to a solution. They do have the Inventor's Fair. But they can't quite use it yet. Let's get a Scry. Mox Sapphire. So we could play 2 lands this turn? Yeah, I guess we keep it. Not 2 lands, of course, but you know what I mean. We get to ramp. Put this away and this away. Actually, let's put the Rebuke away. Because we might get hand-hated. So leave the Rebuke on top. Can't play the turtle or we shuffle it away. So we'll just play Omnath and see if they win with their Paradox Engine. I mean, it would take a perfect combination of cards. Okay, Signet's one of them. And now they play Tome. There's the Thoughtseize, but we hid the Rebuke. They want a turtle. If they take the untapped land, it could be bad for us, but they don't see that. Witness Protection, gross. Very, very lame. And they might have the mana here for a counter spell. Let's put it to them at least and find out. Okay. Nezahal. I would love to play Nezahal. So I think I keep it, but it doesn't solve the Paradox Engine. However, it's going to take them a few turns to set back up, right? They're going to play 2 mana rocks. They're going to Witness Protect. If we play Nezahal, then they play Paradox, we might draw into something good. The problem is we have this tapped land. Ugh, so we have to play the turtle, then the Nezahal. But if Nezahal's on the board when they try to Paradox Engine off, we might draw into a Pact of Negation. We should also have an extra land. All right. We're going to trust in the dinosaur. This is tough. This is going to be a close one. Let's see if they do what I expect. Rock, rock, Witness, Protect. Yep. Yep. All right. How's our life total? 16? Not low enough. That's for sure. Here's Rusko. Okay, they're not playing engine this turn. They're setting up. Well, we know what we're playing. But let's attack first. That's a good card. Roar! Don't have enough to draw if they target this with removal anyway, so I'm just going to play out the land to increase my options if they try to go off. Super close game. Uh-huh. Well, we have solve. If we get to untap, we're probably going to win. We can go get Time Walk, of course. Opponent passing turn with Paradox on the board. Oh, that is a Time Walk. Let's see if this resolves, right? It resolves. I Time Walk you. They scoop. Well, they would have lost to the Gambit then as well. But if we, maybe we're supposed to lead with the Gambit to get that countered. But definitely after Solve resolved, I didn't think that they had a counter spell. All right, we took out Rusko and they slammed Paradox Engine on us. Feels good. And we are back for the post-game wraps, and the stats say 90% win rate, 9-1. So Omnath doing the job in the queue right now with wins over decks such as Rusko that are very, very difficult to handle. It's a pretty high queue commander. I wouldn't say it doesn't touch S tier hardly ever. It probably plays in B, and doesn't get up to A too much. So it's a medium queue commander, I guess. When I said high, I must have been high, but a medium queue commander. And I think that kind of medium placement of Omnath does it a disservice because I think it's a much more dangerous commander when built and played correctly. So it's a good way to smurf some wins, as I call it in Brawl, basically playing a commander that's more powerful than its ranking in the queue would suggest. So if you want your dailies and you like playing this kind of landfall ramp strategy, but you don't want to play against Kinnan all day, then Omnath, Locus of the Royal, might be just the deck for you. Thank you for watching this video. You stayed till the end. Thank you. Top it off. Hit like, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next video. You're cool.